why my old black ass over here playing this damn Fortnite at 10:40 at night, right? I'm playing the fucking game, okay? Now, for those of you that don't know or don't play video games or don't even know what the fuck Fortnite is, okay? It's a video game. And basically, I usually, if you guys hear me say I game on Sundays, right? Okay, boom. I'll game with my friends, whatever. Now, I just happen to turn this shit on before I go to bed or whatever. So I'm like, okay, let me play a game. Now, usually when I turn this bitch on, for the most part, I'm playing by myself unless I'm gaming on purpose, right, with somebody. So I'm sitting here playing this shit. Now, I usually play solo, like I said, by myself. Well, there's a setting on the game. I half-ass know what I'm doing, even though I've played for 2 or 3 years. I still, whatever. I do the same shit all the time, and when the shit changes, it fucks me up, okay? So anyway, I guess apparently I put myself on what's called duo mode, where basically a random person, it's 2 people, duo meaning 2, you dummy. No, I just hit it. But basically you're playing and then they throw a random person in there to play with you, right? So the whole thing of the game is you 2 against the world, okay? And you're supposed to end up being the last 2 to live, okay, out of 100 people. Okay. I say all that to say I'm in there with a stranger. I'm like, oh shit, now the game done started. So by the time I realize I'll have a teammate, I'm like, I don't want this shit. But I'm already playing it. So anyway, we get down to the end, I'm playing my game. We half-ass helping each other, whatever. It's a game. You're a team. So this motherfucker tried to get smart. First of all, it's a mute button. Don't talk to me. I don't want nobody talking to me through my remote control. I'm concentrating. So anyway, he don't say nothing the whole game, but towards the end, he's mad because his ass died. He got killed or whatever. Well, I'm handling my business. I'm over here doing me, right? So he takes himself off of mute. I'm not expecting it, right? Because we ain't talked the whole game. I'm not expecting that. And then all of us here through my remote in my office, in my space, this nigga gonna turn this shit off of mute and tell me, he was like, why don't you, while you're hiding and doing whatever you're doing, I'm over here getting killed by a whole squad, while you're hiding. I said, how about I don't give a fuck? And I think it startled him because he said, yo, are you a girl? He said, yo, are you a girl? And I said, I'm a bitch. And he started like giggling, like laughing. He was like, yo, he was like, that's crazy. I was like, now get the fuck on, nigga. And then I died on purpose and shut the game off. Wait. Nigga, why am I sitting here cracking myself up, y'all? I just cussed that boy out. He wasn't a little kid. You could tell by his voice. He had bass in his voice. He might have been black. You can't tell nowadays, right? But he wasn't a kid. He might have been like late teens, early 20s. I'm guessing, but not no baby, right? Old enough for him to piss me the fuck off. Now, little kids, they don't really piss me off because they little kids. They just annoying as fuck, right? But the way he said it was like, nigga, I will whoop you. Literally. With a belt. I said, and after I did, I said, Bobby, really? Really, Bobby? Did you just cuss him out? I did. Don't come at me sideways, motherfucker. You don't know me. I don't give a fuck what you're doing on this map. I don't give a damn. I don't want to play with your punk ass in the first place. It was an accident, motherfucker. I'm 50 years old. I don't know how to use the whole machine. God damn it. Now get the fuck on, bitch. I guess he said, who the fuck is this lady? Because he was like, yo, are you a girl? Because I said, how about I don't give a fuck? Just like that. And he was like, yo, are you a girl? And I'm like, I'm a bitch. What about that? Fuck you. Okay, y'all, my dogs are looking at me like, Mama, really? Okay, let me go to bed. I done got hyper. Let me drink my tea and go to bed. I'm gonna be making today. I need to. I'm getting ready to get signed into my computer, but oh damn! They said good morning. We have 1,469 secure messages to start the day. Yep. So we're gonna be busy today, buddy. To be expected. Cause it's the end of the year. So we gotta respond to a lot of messages and stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's what my job entails. Helping people, being a helpmate. Oh, that's what I came to tell y'all. So I'm going to make some steak chili. I'm going to remake the baked sweet potato that you guys saw me make. I'm going to remake that. I tried to eat my food I got from the Cheesecake Factory that I never even ate. I just brought home to go, which was the Cajun jambalaya pasta. I got it Saturday. Today's Monday morning. It should be fine. But it was nasty. It didn't have enough flavor. And I'm like, is it because I was trying to heat it up? But it's pasta with chicken and shrimp and sausage. So those type of food items should be able to sit and get better. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's made fresh. So I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't that good to begin with in terms of flavor. So I gave it to the dogs. Don't tell my husband, but I did. I gave it to the dogs. Yeah. So there we have it. So with that being said, I had 2 sweet potatoes left. One went bad. So I'm like, ooh, let me, and I got some avocado in there. So I'm just gonna make that dish again. That's just fine with me. I can eat that tonight. I took out some ground turkey. I'm gonna use ground turkey instead of ground beef, which I did last time. So that's gonna be my meal. For my husband, I'm gonna fry some pork chops and make some roasted potatoes. Regular, he ain't with sweet potatoes, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know he's not gonna want that. So I have some potatoes, so I'm gonna roast him some potatoes in the oven and fry some pork chops. That's gonna be his dinner tonight for work. So anyway, I got some things on my plate. A big work day. I haven't even done my workout yet. But that's fine because I'm chilling, doing me, whatever. I don't care. I'll get it all done today, I'm sure. I got a message. Yeah. So there we have it, buddy. That's what we're going to do. We'll be in the kitchen today. We'll be working and we'll be exercising. I won't show you a whole bunch of it because it's the same shit, different day. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, you know what I just thought of? Like, I don't know if I told y'all, but all those errands I said I was going to run this morning. I have a pickup, like a few things I needed to do, but my husband left the car with no gas and he did a double. I don't want to get gas. So I'm not going outside today, which I don't feel like it anyway. But hopefully you'll put gas in the car. You know. Maybe he'll take the car tonight for work. He doesn't know that I need to go somewhere. I might slide it in there. Be like, I need to go to the pharmacy. I need to go here. And then he'll be like, okay, let me put gas in the car. But his thing is, if I don't have to go into work and I don't specifically say I need to go anywhere, he's not in a rush to put gas in the car. Anyway, you didn't ask that, but in case I said I was going outside today, that's why I'm not. That's so childish, huh? I don't want to do it. He said no more using a credit card for gas. So that means he's using cash for gas. That means I can't sneak a bunch of snacks at the gas station without him knowing. That is so childish. So then I don't want to get gas. Okay? If I can't get my snacks on the low, I don't want to do it anymore. Ooh-wee. Hey, listen. Y'all can act like you don't know what it's like to be married for real. Y'all niggas know you be sneaking doing shit behind your mate's back and they don't know about it, even if it's a little bit of something. Soaking my pork chops in apple cider vinegar, or you can use white vinegar. And I like to use kosher salt, but use something and clean your meat. I just decided I'm going to make these pork chops in the air fryer, and I'm not going to tell my husband. We're not going to fry them like we normally would in, like a regular deep fry. Okay? And I think he'll like it. We're just not going to tell him. I'm sure he'll like it. We're going to air fry it, okay? We'll make it crispy and nice. But this is how I'm going to season it. It's going to sit all day in the seasoning. Olive oil to coat it. I'm going to use this Kinder's wood-fired garlic seasoning, which tastes really good. Some pepper. And then instead of using the onion powder, garlic powder, I'm going to use my adobo all-purpose. So I'm going to get these seasoned up real good and let them sit all day in the seasoning. And then we'll pop them in the air fryer when we do the potatoes. The potatoes will be in the oven. I'm going to make like some Old Bay seasoned potatoes. And then I'll air fry the chops. Okay? We'll do that later today. But we're just prepping now. And then we're going to get on this treadmill and stop procrastinating. All right, y'all. Our steaks are well seasoned. They're going in not steaks. Our pork chops in the refrigerator. And I'm actually going to go ahead and just clean my steaks from my steak chili. Let me get that cleaned up and start the marinating process on that. That won't hurt. So let's get that out the way too. Y'all, to tenderize my steak, just keeping it simple. This is, vinegar, whether it's apple cider or white vinegar, it don't matter. Vinegar breaks down fibers. We know that it's acidic. And then kosher salt draws moisture. Okay? So whenever you tenderize it, I don't use tenderizer. You can get that as a seasoning. I'm sure it's good. They have some that's flavored. It doesn't matter what you do. Just get your meat tender. But I'm going to let my steaks in some cold water. They're already over here. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator. I'm going to let them sit in this for a couple of hours. Maybe like 2 hours before I pull it out, rinse it, and then get them seasoned. Okay? I went ahead and seasoned my steak up. And I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm gonna let it season overnight and do my chili tomorrow. Because I got 2 meals already to make. So this is good enough. It's prepped for tomorrow, so that's good enough. So I just wanted to let you know. I just seasoned it with what I had. I used some Worcestershire sauce, some Kinder steak seasoning, some beef broth, the seasoning, some smoked paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and some pepper flakes. I do have a chili packet in there. I don't think I'm gonna use it actually because I seasoned this pretty good. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that. Bye. What's up, Snap? Today is the 16th of December, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, it is December 16th. And it's 12 p.m. around about here where I'm at. Yeah, so I got my exercise in about 3.4 miles so far today. That's done. The people are supposed to come fix my refrigerator door. Good thing we got a warranty. But they sure don't make stuff the way they used to. I remember back in the day when my grandparents and stuff would get an appliance, like whether it's a washing machine and whatever, don't matter, oven, whatever. They last for generations. Like they would pass it down. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Not anymore. But anyway, nonetheless. So anyway, they told me they don't have the parts, so they're not coming today. But I do need to go outside and get some errands done, but I'm working right now. But I wanted to check in. Hope everybody's having a good day. And it is what it is. I'm just saying hi. That was it. I had some downtime. Oh, let me do I still gotta do that steak chili, y'all. I gotta do that today. So I'll be doing that. Okay, see ya. Wow. This thing is good. Now it's got a lot of fat in it. I'm not saying this is the most healthy option. It's 240 calories. But it's better than a regular candy bar. And it has let me see how much protein. 18 grams and 3 grams of sugar. This is good. Okay, you guys, so I did some research. I just showed you a screenshot so you could read the benefits. But this really, really tastes like a candy bar, okay? And you can see by the screenshot how much better it is as an option, okay? So this is the only one I got now. I got this at the gas station when me and my husband went out on Saturday, okay? I got this one and I got this one just to try it because I didn't want candy and chips, whatever. So I got this instead. Now, I haven't tried this one yet, but I just looked it up in the gas station. I think this was like $3.99 just for one. Obviously, that's ridiculous, right? But fine. I just looked it up. You can get them. You could get 46 of them. You get 16 of these for $42, which comes out to like $2.60 something cents each. Okay. But do some research. I looked on Walmart, but you might be able to find them somewhere else. My bottom line is 240 calories. I'm on it. And those other protein bars I showed you from Sam's Club. So there are options out there for you. They may be a little bit more money. They are a lot of times, but I just baked up 16 chocolate chip cookies for my husband, and I'm not eating those. That satisfied me right here. I'm done with it. All right, y'all. So we have the cookies broken up. Each one, well, this one has 4, but the rest of them have 3 cookies per package. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can make them stretch, and I'm not touching them. Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to do my steak chili while I watch The Staircase on Netflix. It's really good. This is homemade broth. I'll be using that with some beef broth. And I'm going to cut up my vegetables. All right, y'all. I got my steak cut up. It smells amazing. It's been marinating. I got all my veggies cut up. I'm going to add some minced garlic. So I'm going to get my veggies. I'm going to go ahead and get my steak seared up. And then I'll add my crushed tomatoes and my broth. And I'm going to bring it all together. And I got a chili packet that I'm going to add as well. And then I'm going to let it simmer. All right, I got my skillet nice and hot. I'm using my Dutch oven. Got my oil in there. So let's get my meat in the oven and get it seared. I'm going to do a little bit at a time so that I can evenly cook it and sear it. So I'll do this one first, and then I'll pull it out and do the other one. All right, I got my vegetables added in there. And I'm going to start scraping the bottom. The heat is on high. I want all that goodness at the bottom. I haven't added my garlic yet. I'm going to add the rest of my meat. I'll add the garlic in a minute. I'm going to get my chili packet as well. Get my chili packet in here. And get my garlic added. And then we'll be able to just walk away, turn it on low, and leave it here for a few hours. I'll be back. I gotta add my broth too. All right, let me add my homemade broth, and then I'll add my bone broth. I pulled this out of the freezer. This is some broth I made, homemade. Let me add some bone broth and my fresh tomatoes. I'm using 2 of these, y'all. And I'm going to bring it back up to a boil. Put the lid on it. And then I'll come and check on it and see if I need to add some regular water with see what the flavor's tasting like in about an hour and a half. But let me bring it up to a boil, and then I'll come back in an hour and a half after I let it simmer and taste it. You guys, my chili is done. I had to send my husband to work with. I put him some hot dogs on the grill because the chili wasn't done yet. But this is how it came out. So off camera, when I came back and tasted it, it's been cooking for about 4.5 hours, simmering, so everything could be nice and tender and coming together, right? But off camera, I had forgot to put my tomato paste. I was like, something's missing. Like when I tasted it, and I was like, oh. So I put my tomato paste in there and put my sugar in there. That's to cut the tomatoey taste. I put some salt and some accent. So off camera, that's what I did. And I just let it simmer. And it's ready. Now, I want beans in mine. My husband, as you can know, does not eat beans. His will just be over some rice, just like this. I'm going to make him some rice tomorrow. But I want beans. So I'm just going to use a can of black beans. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my husband's out. I'm going to take him some out of here. And I'll put some cheddar cheese. He can have his with some cheddar cheese over some rice. But for me, I want some beans. So I'm going to separate this right now. And then I'm going to put some beans in my portion. Okay? And, beans just warm up. They're just in the can. So, yep, that's it. All right, we separated my husband's. This is his. And I'm going to make him some rice for tomorrow. So he'll take his tomorrow for lunch. And I just put the beans in mine. And that's it, y'all. Good night.